Awesome, man. Really glad to get you on the call today. Been waiting to do this for a while. Um, so you landed a $1,500 client, right?
Right. Thanks for having me, Jesse. It's my pleasure. Yeah, indeed, I did.
Awesome, man. And how much are you getting paid per email? Because that's what people are going to want to know.
So right now it's $50 an email.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I mean that's typical starting rate you want to go with because if you go up to 100, which most people hit me up for, like they want to only make $100 per email, it's like, yeah, that's great now, but let's say you're doing an email a day. What's that? 3 grand a month. Good luck
Yeah.
finding someone that can afford you to pay $3,000 a month. Now they are out there, but you with zero experience, zero confidence is gonna have a really hard time landing that kind of client because they're rare. You really gotta like
Yeah.
for that. But $1,500,
Yeah.
that's something that you can manage, and most people can afford that are in the coaching space and any niche really. But now, how long does it take you to write these emails?
Yeah, it depends on what kind of email it is, but it no longer does. Maybe like 20, 30 minutes, not more than that.
Right on. So if you're getting paid $50 an email, let's say it takes you half hour, that's $100 an hour. That's about $200,000 a year if you keep that rate up.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's good.
What niche is this client in specifically?
So they're a coach and specifically they do sales coaching.
Okay. Um, Now that you got this client, I mean, now you can basically just go get your second, third, fourth client. It's gonna be so much easier. As I
Oh
always
yeah.
tell people, because it's like you can basically name drop this client. So you can be like, in all of your outreach now, you can say, "Hey, I'm working with X, and I got them this result." Or you don't even have to say you got them a result. You could say, "We're doing this, right now. Would love to do it to you as well. Want to hop on a call." So now it's gonna, probably it's going to 4x to 10x your response rates.
Yeah, for sure. I'm
And
excited for that.
yeah, you were already getting a shitload of responses anyway
Yeah, it was like 4 or 5 a day.
without a case study. Now you have a
Yeah,
case study.
without, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And there's always, I'm sorry, but there's always also an option of like a client can refer me to other people, you know?
Yeah, that's absolutely what you want to do because I mean, the client is going to have all their buddies because usually business owners hang out with other business owners because they all
Yeah.
relate to each other. Now they're going to refer you 100% because you're their friend. And once you get in, I would tell this to any new copywriter. Once you get into the business, you befriend these business owners. You can literally be their friend for life, and they will pay
Yeah.
you for life as long as their business is running. Because why not? They're if you're affordable rate, they're not going to go looking for someone else. You're right in front of them.
Yeah. I agree. And we've even talked about that, you know, about referral stuff and everything. So nothing right now, but really soon, you know, they could be doing some stuff for me.
Yeah. What were you doing before this program as far as like business? Did you try anything else, or was this your first business model, or what's that look like?
No, copywriting was the first thing for me. I committed to doing only that. I didn't want to jump to other stuff, but it was quite a while until this happened for me. And before enrolling into HFM, you know, just a regular pizza boy that delivers pizza and tries to break his way into the copywriting world.
Right on, man. Love to hear it. What originally attracted you to like email copywriting versus other styles of business? What was the main like attraction points, I'd say?
I don't know. It was probably some good advertising, so that's why I came in for the money, but I actually started to love the work and the hustle around it. So yeah, that was the main reason actually.
Awesome. Uh, I guess why did you choose our program, like a coaching program versus, like a course?
Yeah, so actually before I met you, before I like went into this HFM thing, I enrolled in a couple of courses and I didn't get the results that I wanted to. I had some results, but they weren't like measurable. They weren't, I couldn't track it. So it was like a hassle. And so basically I was looking for a mentor, not exactly like the course. And I ran into your YouTube videos. I saw that you do the hand holding stuff and everything because all the other mentors I like searched and looked for, they were really expensive, like a couple grand a month. And of
Uh,
course, you're gonna get some results, but you know it's really expensive. And when
yeah.
I started pricing and everything, I was a bit skeptical because I thought this was like too good to be true. But you know, As it turned out, it wasn't. It was actually true. Yeah.
Awesome, man. Yeah. Yeah, from my personal experience, I've invested in tons of courses, never really got anything out of courses because all you get is some training videos shoved in a Facebook group and they tell you good luck. And you can never get in touch with the course creator. Pretty much you can, but like it's very short amount of time, like maybe a month, maybe 2 months. That's it. But with what we do is we literally, we are hand holding you. So you get to talk to us and, when you get stuck, because every single person that's new to business is going to get stuck somewhere. And the training videos just aren't going to cut it. You're going to have a
Yeah.
very specific question that no training videos, there's just millions of different situations. So you need someone to kind of handhold you that's already done it. And,
Exactly. That's. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, no, that's the biggest thing that I liked about all of this. I mean, no offense, but the course and everything was great. I liked it. I learned some new stuff from the course itself. But again, like even 2 days after looking all the videos inside the course, I ran into an issue, and I just hit you up. 30 minutes later, I got my answer. So it's like that's the biggest thing that I liked about HFM. It's gonna have access to you 24/7. Of course, you gotta sleep, but other than that,
Yeah.
so yeah.
Yeah. Right on, man. Um, So how did you get your first client? Was it DMs? Was it cold calls? Was it cold emails? Was it something else?
No, it was the cold email, the one that you showed me in your program, the
Awesome.
automation.
Yep. That's what I preach to everyone is cold email, because cold email, you can send almost as many emails as you want per day as long as you have enough domains. And it goes right to their inbox. It's one of the best, automated systems too, because you go do DMs, you go do cold calls. It's really hard to set up an automated system with cold email. It's extremely easy. You set up one time the sequence, and then they spit out sales calls on autopilot. You just have to be sure to load it up with emails, and that's not very hard to do. Let the emails do the heavy lifting for you, and it just works super well.
Yeah, for sure. I
Um,
agree with you 100% on that.
how many responses were you getting after you started implementing our cold email sequences?
Yeah, so it was like 4 or 5 responses a day, and they
Wow.
were all from different people.
Wow. It's easy
Yeah,
to get clients once you got that much volume. That's what most beginner, copywriters struggle with is they'll get one sales call, right? And then they fuck it up and now they think it's the end of the world. It's like if you have 4 or 5 a day, you're just loading your
yeah,
computer up.
yeah. So I know you remember. I actually like way back. I kind of screenshotted you my calendar for the week. It
Yeah.
was at one point. I literally so before I enrolled to HFM, I had maybe one response per week. I'm not talking sales calls. I'm talking response
Wow.
because because all of the systems that I saw. And at one point, while doing cold emails, I literally had to put the volume of the emails down of how much responses I got because I couldn't bear with the amount of conversations I was leading with people. So I had no time to do anything else but talk with these people. And at one point, I had maybe, I don't know, from 5 to 7 calls like a week. And it means like, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Awesome, man. Yeah, it just literally
And
just
I'm
spits out
sorry,
calls.
I just want to say another thing. And it's like, from my experience, like I remember my first call for my, like, since I enrolled to the HFM, I was super nervous. I was like, sweating like crazy. I wanted to vomit almost. And literally after a week and a half, it was like, I don't even care anymore. I still didn't have a client like the week after, but I really didn't care. And I started getting better at the sales calls and everything. And, so that's the thing that kind of drove me the most. I was happy to do calls.
Yeah, it's just the volume. It's literally like I remember my first sales call, I was super scared as well because you don't want to screw it up, you want money, but like when you do enough
Yeah.
calls, you literally just confidence goes through the roof and you just start closing way better because it's just you don't care. The next you have 10 other calls the next day. Once you get your calendar that full, you stop caring about one call and then the client can sense that they can see that you don't really give a shit, even though in a good way. You're being friendly, you're taking them through your sales cycle, but they can sense that you don't really give a shit. So then they respect you more. Like, oh, he must be balling. He has a bunch of other clients.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it just increases your chances of getting hired by him. Um, how did you close the client? Was it over phone or was it over Zoom? What was it?
No, it was actually over Google Meet.
Oh, nice. Now,
So
did you ask for Google or did they ask for Google?
they actually sent me the link, and then they just sent the Google Meet link. So I just kind of went with it.
There you go. Yeah, and I would tell people, anyone that's out there, there's no right or wrong way to get clients. Like if they want to do Google Meets, then do it. If they want to do Zoom, do it. If they want to do phone call only, do it. Do what they want to do, make them comfortable, because as long as they're comfortable, you're increasing the chance of them wanting to work with you and liking you.
Yeah, yeah, I can confirm that because I had a couple of sales calls where people, I would send them like the Zoom link, and they would just be like, no, no, this is my number, like call me at this time. And I tried to kind of steer the conversations in the beginning, like only to Zoom. Then I realized like there's no point because there's literally no difference. The most important thing is to get people on the call with you, no matter the platform. So yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and I would say too, if you're struggling with Zoom calls, let's say, and you're trying to get clients over Zoom and it's not working for you, you can switch to only phone calls. Tell all your clients I'm doing only phone calls. I mean, it's up to if you do what makes you comfortable so that you have a better chance of closing. Because when you're on
Yeah,
Zoom, it's great for building a relationship on Zoom. But if the client wants a phone call, then do it.
yeah.
Awesome, man. Well, that's about all the questions I got. What would you say to anyone that's on the fence to enroll?
Yeah, I would like literally recommend anyone to come in because for the price, it's I even after I enrolled, I was looking for other stuff. I literally didn't find like anything similar to HFM for the same price. There is DM support out there. There is like good course. There are good courses out there, but like at least triple the price. So to
Yeah.
anybody that kind of doesn't know what they want to do, like don't even think about it. Just come in, really.
Right on. Yeah, we're going to be slowly increasing our prices as time goes on, but I mean, yeah, were they these other programs you mentioned, were they 6 months long? I doubt it, right?
Yeah, no, no, no. I the best one I found was I think 3 months, and it was like triple the price.
Wow. There you go.
Yeah,
Now's the time to get in if you're on the fence, because eventually we'll probably turn into one of those programs.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
Awesome, man. I think that's a good place to end off the interview. Appreciate you hopping on, and keep crushing it, man. It's
My
only
pleasure. Thank you
it's
very
only
much.
going to get easier from here.
Yeah, it feels like that. Yeah.
All right, man. Take it
Thank
easy.
you. Thank you. Bye bye.